has witnessed the first rain of the year. Radio Nigeria reports that the downpour occurred in areas including Owode Ilesha, Okeayepe, Asubiaro, Olaiya, Alekuwodo, Ogoluwa, among others. A resident of Okeayepe community, Mr. Tunde Adebayo, noted that the downpour would reduce the extreme heat being experienced in the recent time and pressed the hope that the rainfall commence early to support farmers' activities. It will be recalled that NIMET had predicted 3 days of hasty and cloudy weather commencing from Wednesday to Friday this week for over some states across the Federation.
The Nigeria Customs Service, NCS, has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthen border security and facilitate legitimate cross-border trade through enhanced regional cooperation. Speaking at the joint border security engagement held at Idiroko, Ogun State, Acting Customs Area Controller Ogun 1 Area Command, Deputy Controller of Customs, Mr. Oladapo Afeni, said securing the nation's borders remained a critical foundation for effective trade facilitation and revenue generation. The forum, organized by the Ogun 1 Area Command of the service, brought together heads of sister security agencies from Nigeria and the Republic of Benin, as well as other key stakeholders involved in border management. The acting custom controller explained that the participation of Beninese counterparts underscored the importance of bilateral collaboration in resolving shared challenges along the border corridor, including the issue of multiple checkpoints, while stressing that efficient cargo movement could only be achieved through sustained cooperation among all stakeholders. He gave an assurance that officers and men of Ogun 1 Area Command deployed across the border corridors are committed to supporting previous operational achievements in line with the mandate of the Nigerian Customs Service.
The Nigeria Police Force, or Oyo State Command, has arrested a 40-year-old man, Peter Adubi, over an alleged defilement of a 13-year-old minor in Ibadan. According to a statement by the Command Public Relations Officer, Mr. Olayinka Ayolade, the arrest followed a report lodged by the minor's guardian who observed unusual sexualized behavioral change in the child. Upon questioning, the minor revealed that she had been sexually abused in 2022 while living with her mother in Molade area of Ibadan, Oyo State. Preliminary investigations by the police indicated that the alleged offense occurred during that period. Based on the disclosure, the police facilitated immediate medical intervention to establish the facts of the case. Medical examination conducted at a hospital confirmed that the minor had been sexually abused. Following the confirmation, Mr. Peter Adubi was taken into custody and the case transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department Gender Desk for a detailed and discreet investigation. The command assured residents that the case would be thoroughly investigated and justice diligently pursued.
This is the world today, the stories that made the headlines. Federal government has reintroduced reusable textbook policy to cut education cost. NMA suspended medical services in Edo State. Still to come, Benin Republic holds key elections. Explosive injures lawmaker in Honduras. Details shortly.
Thanks for staying tuned to the world today. 1 month after an attempted coup rocked Benin, the West African country will hold parliamentary and local elections on Sunday. The contest is expected to shape the political landscape ahead of the presidential poll scheduled for April. President Patrice Talon's ruling coalition is widely expected to consolidate its grip on power, with main opposition Democrats Party barred from the local elections and from the April presidential race for failing to secure the required number of endorsement signatures. Talon has overseen a strong economic growth during nearly a decade in power, but critics accuse his administration of tightening restrictions on political opposition and civil liberties. Although Talon, who is nearing the end of his second 5-year term, is constitutionally barred from contesting the April election, his preferred successor, Finance Minister Romuald Wadagni, is considered the front runner.
Still on the foreign scene, a Honduran lawmaker has been injured after an unidentified assailant threw what appeared to be an explosive device into an outdoor hallway in the legislature where members of the Conservative National Party were holding a news briefing. The National Party of Honduras condemns all acts of political violence that threaten the life, integrity, and democratic institutions of the country. Report says the incident underscores the tense political climate in Honduras, where a hotly contested presidential race on November 30 culminated in a week-long vote count and a disputed outcome. While the National Electoral Council has affirmed Asfura as the winner, the Liberal Party has yet to accept the result, given the narrow margin of victory and alleged irregularities during the vote count.
The quarter-final stage of the 2025 African Cup of Nations (AFCON) in Morocco begins today. The first fixture of the quarter-finals will see neighboring countries Mali and Senegal lock horns together at 5 o'clock in the evening. In the second quarter-final fixture, host nation Morocco will battle Cameroon at 8 o'clock tonight. The quarterfinals will round off tomorrow as the Super Eagles of Nigeria tackle the Desert Warriors of Algeria, while the Pharaohs of Egypt take on the Elephants of Côte d'Ivoire.
In today's Heart of the Matter, an intern from Legacy University Okija, Francisca Ozo, writes on encouraging dignity of labor and importance of hard work.
Dignity of hard work is an age-long philosophy that involves all forms of legitimate jobs as being equal, with no profession superior to another. The root of dignity of labor lies in the fact that no legitimate means of livelihood should be relegated or extolled over and above another. In simple parlance, the managing director of a company is just as important as the gateman, as they all discharge the responsibilities of their officers towards the common goal of the company. This philosophy plays a fundamental role in ensuring respect for human rights and dignity of human persons across the world. Any society desirous of shared prosperity must ensure that a holistic approach is given towards inclusivity. Hard work has always been an important part of human life, from farming and trading to teaching, cleaning, building, and driving. Encouraging dignity in hard work means recognizing that every job has value, no matter how small or simple it may look. It is a reminder that a person's worth should not be measured by their job title, but by the effort, honesty, and responsibility they put into what they do. As a society, dignity in labor must be encompassing, as it promotes the values of hard work as an antidote to poverty, necessity as the mother of invention, and talent utilization. Nigeria as a nation must renew its minds to believe that relevance in any society is not based on designation but the impact made by every individual while being engaged at work. Government should therefore ensure that in its poverty reduction roadmap, it creates policies that accommodate every individual outside the formal sector through means of identification. Pulse of dignity of labor felt in any society is dependent on its growth, as citizens must be allowed to work and earn fairly in living a decent life. The authenticity of dignity in labor in the country has been refuted over and over due to lean labor policies and implementation that justifies hard work and legitimate means of income. The society has had to deal with the young people engaged in the societal ills of Yahoo and hookup. These are young people who on the average believe that working legitimately without expedience is a solution to poverty, therefore engaging in illicit acts. While there is no justification for sharp practices, it is necessary that society must lead an exemplary life by showing that hard work pays and that legitimate means of livelihood guarantees decent living through fair income and social protection. It is important for people to celebrate individuals who reflect the values of Nigeria, to entrench dignity in hard work through laws and policies that guarantee the 8th Sustainable Development Goal of the United Nations on decent work. For instance, the bill to criminalize casualization of labor was initiated in the National Assembly, and yet no record of progress. Parents should teach their children that there is honor in honest labor and that success does not come overnight. The rising unemployment rate subsists not because of the absence of job opportunities, but because the country has failed to explore other aspects of its life. One of the quickest ways to eradicate poverty is to ensure that citizens who work legitimately earn decently within the confine of the law. In the end, hard work builds character, independence, and self-respect. A society that encourages dignity in hard work creates citizens who are confident, responsible, and willing to contribute positively to the development of the society.
That script on encouraging dignity of labor and the importance of hard work was written by an intern from Legacy University, Okija, Francisca Ozo. Read by me, Downsy.
Let's join Rashida Makinde on entertainment news.
Hello, listener. Welcome to another edition of the entertainment news for the week. This segment is where we bring gist and apropos from the entertainment industry for your pleasure. Come along with me and be entertained and informed. Thank God it's Friday. The Afrobeat star Tiwa Savage has received a public apology from ex-influencer Dami Foreign following intense backlash over posts referring her son Jamil Balogun. The apology came just hours after the award-winning singer openly warned the influencer to stop dragging her child into online commentary. Tiwa described his actions as crossing a clear boundary and threatened consequences beyond social media if it happened again. In a post addressed directly to the singer on X, Dami Foreign struck a remorseful tone, insisting that it never meant harm. The online tension began on Tuesday when Dami Foreign made a post referring to Tiwa Savage's 6-year-old son Jamil after a video of the singer dancing at an event surfaced online. The wife of the controversial singer Portable, Bewaji, has broken her silence following her husband's passionate online appeal. On her Instagram page, Bewaji shared a series of new photos of herself accompanied by a cryptic caption that left fans talking. The post comes shortly after Portable publicly pleaded with his wife, declaring that he is fully committed to her and that the jazz Ashabi used on him no longer has any effect. He emphasized that Bewaji is his legal wife and insisted that he cannot marry another woman. Nollywood actress and filmmaker Regina Daniels has undergone a drug test months after allegations about her being an addict emerged online. In an emotional video she released during the week, Regina addressed the first drug addiction rumors, explaining that a voluntary drug test was a way to protect her future's perception of her. Showing what appeared to be the result, a lady from the hospital she visited was heard saying she had nothing to worry about. Recall that Regina's husband, Senator Ned Nwoko, alleged the actress' involvement in drugs during the heat of their marital crisis online. The Nigerian singer Adekunle Kosoko, professionally known as Adekunle Gold, has announced that he and his wife Simi have welcomed their twins. The singer announced the news via his Snapchat story on Wednesday, where he wrote, "Asked God for another child and he blessed me double." The announcement follows weeks of speculation after Simi shared a post in December last year featuring a clip from Adekunle Gold music video, My Love Is the Same. Recall that the couple got married in a private ceremony in January 2019 after years of friendship and musical collaboration. They welcomed their first child, a daughter, Adejare Kosoko, fondly called Deja, in May 2020. A big congratulations to Adekunle Gold and Simi. On a sad note, the burial rites of the Nollywood actress Allwell Ademola has begun with service of songs, followed by a candlelight procession. Burial service will hold at Aton Cemetery, Yaba, Lagos. Allwell Ademola died on the 27th of December last year from a heart attack. May her soul find rest. Well, that's a wrap on today's edition of the Entertainment News for the week. Join us next week for a fresh edition. On behalf of the editor, Emilia Ojemudia, I'm Rashida Makinde, urging you to have a lovely weekend. Bye.
Thank you very much, Rashida. To end the news of the world today from the stable of Radio Nigeria, a look at the day's top stories. The federal government has unveiled a comprehensive policy framework aimed at reducing the cost of education for parents and improving learning outcomes. And we also brought to you that 1 month after an attempted coup rocked Benin, the West African country will hold parliamentary and local elections on Sunday.
Well, that's it on the world today. Join us on Monday for a fresh edition of the program. Modupe Toba edited. I am Tobiloba Delano. And from my colleague,
Stephen Agbaje, do have yourself a wonderful weekend. We'll now take you to our Abuja Network studios once the signal is established. Good afternoon.